morning and welcome to the porch once again. Well, we use the term welcome to the porch and started out making these videos on our front porch of our little shop area down here. And we occasionally have to do them in here in the studio, more so now than ever before. But let me see if I can explain a little bit about why that is. Now, we started out, as I said, on the porch, and sometimes we have some pretty bad weather and we don't get to do the videos out there, and that's part of the case today. Excuse me, I had to readjust that camera. But anyway, that's a part of the case today. It's pretty rainy and stormy out there right now, so we're doing this video in here in the studio once again. And also, we've been doing some landscaping out in front of the porch area, and we're pretty excited about that. I have a friend that is a landscaper, and he's given me advice over the past few years about landscaping. But not only has he given me some advice about it, but I've actually helped him off and on a few jobs. Mostly I drive his truck and haul stone for him and sod and things like that. But anyway, watching him, this guy, he's really good, man. I'll tell you what, scenic landscaping. This guy does a beautiful job. And so I've learned a lot from him. So I've been landscaping in front of my porch area based on that information. Plus, we're just cleaning the front porch up some and rearranging it and getting it to where it looks a little bit better. We've got to overcome some of the lighting problems that we have on the porch, as well as here in the studio. I'm learning a little more about that. But having said that, we're going to go ahead and get into the subject matter today for the inspirational part of this. And I enjoy doing the inspirational part of these videos just simply because I've spent a lifetime counseling people and helping people work through problems, and I had some great success with that. I have a lot of good success stories with it. But I want to talk about something that happens to everybody, sometimes multiple times through their life. There'll be a door in your life that'll close. Could be the loss of a job, could be a relationship that goes away, could be a situation where you've lost a loved one. All of these are doors that close. And so many times, and I say so many times, I think it's more than just so many times, I think it's every time. Once one of these major doors closes in your life, it just kind of leaves an empty pit in your stomach, and you're really not sure what to do. Sometimes you even feel as if you failed, or maybe you're useless, or maybe you're, not smart enough to navigate through life. But that's just a fleeting thought and feeling. Don't let that thing stay around. It's not worth staying around. You are valuable. And when a door closes, it does not take away from your value. It is really, for the most part, it's a change. Now, I've asked myself, what would I say to somebody that just had a fairly significant door close in their life? They've lost something. Let's just say a job. And, they feel devastated. They go to weighing themselves, talking to themselves about what they could have done better. And that's all right to do that, but don't be too harsh on yourself. Here's the thing. If you've lost a job of any kind, that's a door closing. And don't make the mistake that people make far too often. And that mistake is that I'm going to force that door back open. We're talking about the loss of a job. The door can be many things, but if they have taken you off of a job, you don't want to trust them again. You don't want to put your financial future back in their hands. A lot of times in these days, guys, What happens, they take you off of a job because of your moral stand in life. I lost a job because of that one time, and I don't regret losing that job. They didn't deserve me, and they don't deserve you if you've lost your job just because you've taken a moral stand that's the high ground. But moving along, not to get too hung up there, you don't want to trust your future to these people's hands anymore. And so don't go back and try to force that door open. Don't go back and try to apologize. Even if you've made a mistake, just let it go and move on. Because here's the thing, when you're over there trying to pry that door back open, and sometimes you can pry it back open and you pretty much always wish you hadn't. If you're trying to pry that door back open, you're not paying attention to where another door is about to open for you. And now here's the thing. I've gone through closed doors multiple times in my life, relationships, jobs, losing loved ones, different things. And when you're dealing with something like a job or a relationship in particular, now if you lose a loved one, there's not much you can do about that, but don't try to pry that door back open. Let the other door open in front of you and walk through it. Now, I said all that to get to a point here. The point is that every door that's ever closed in my life has taught me this, that the door that opens after that door has closed is a better door, and it's taken me into better places. And I'm going to step out on a limb here just a little bit and tell you this. I believe that it always will be that way in my life and in your life. I could go back and share experiences with you, and I would not go back and go through those closed doors. Those doors closed, and the doors that opened after them were far greater than the ones that closed. Don't hang on to that. Don't let the hurt make you bitter. Go ahead and start looking for the next door to open. Sometimes they open immediately and sometimes they don't. But just wait. Let the time take and do its work, and let that door open in front of you. Now, when you go through the new door, don't go through it with bitterness in your heart. Go through it with excitement. Go through it saying, I'm going to be better than I was the last time. I've learned some things about the door that closed, taught me a lot of things. Now I'm going to take what I've learned and I'm going to move to this open door, and I'm going to do a better job of being me. You see, here's the thing, guys. There's lots of things around you you can't change, but there's one thing you can change, and that's you. So, door closes, another door opens. Decide that the other door that opened, you're going to be better when you walk through it than you were when you walked out of the one that closed. So I'm not going to go much further here, guys, than this right here. Here's the thing. You are amazing. You have great value. As you go through life's journey, you learn and you learn and you learn. Always try to be a better version of you. Always try to see where you can serve and help other people. And life will always be good for you. That doesn't mean everything will always go perfect, but it'll always be good for you. Okay, guys, with that said, we love you here at the Porch. We value your viewership. We value you as a person. And we just say God bless and have a good day, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and sign off right now.